Okay, we have had chicken dinner, and now we are breaking down the leftovers to make a crock pot full of stock. I have bones, skin, and juices from this tray that I'm putting in. I'm going to add some water. Getting the bottom stuff off and pouring it in. Alrighty, let's attack the other bird. Alright, so we have most of a bird here, and I'm going to remove the good actionable meats here. Trying to find the connection point there. There it is. There's one breast. I'm going to grab as much of this meat, this is a much cooled bird, as we can from this area. And breaking away the meat from the other side. Just running my fingers along the carcass where it's connected to the bones and pulling it away in the big chunks. And I'll be making chicken and noodles, sandwiches, chicken salad, things like that next. And I'm trying to make sure I don't get cartilage, bones, skin, anything like that in my meats that I'm keeping. Alrighty, I'm gonna remove the leg. As you can see, it was very easy to do, and I'm going to pull away the skin, basically anything that's doesn't feel like it's good, nice meat. So this is very hands-on sort of job. You can see I'm pulling it away from these little bones. I am mixing my light and dark meats a little bit. It's fairly easy to identify in its cold state, and it's either going to be turned into other things chopped up together or made into sandwiches and things like that in bigger pieces. Alright, that is a good portion of that. A bit more white meat here around the wing. Again, feeling for bones, cartilages, things that I don't want versus the nice meat that I do want. And when in doubt, I'll leave it to go to looking for the puppy. Thought the puppy might be there. She wandered off. She loses out. Alright. That seems to be wanting to come off, so I'm just going to throw that in. Now this area, this is the back. I am going to feel for, there's various pockets of bones and meat. I'm going to pull off meat, and you can see there's some bone left there. And this area here is called the oyster. If you scoop those out, that is actually one of the most tender portions of a chicken. For people who like dark meat in particular, that's a very nice piece of the beastie. Alright, so I am pulling the chicken away. I'm going to get probably about 3 pounds of chicken after our meal to do other things with. That's too slimy fatty. That's okay. And then as much of this, when it's well roasted like this, the carcass should be relatively easy to break apart into very small components. That's the only way you're going to get it to fit into a crock pot. Otherwise, you have too many things sticking up and down in various directions that will get in your way. All of this bone and cartilage will make for a really good stock. So we want as much of this as we want. Excellent. My crock pot is not currently on. I will be moving it before I plug it in for the night. And I'm doing this in the evening after I've made the roast and we've eaten the roasts, so that it's got time to go in the crock pot overnight. And by midday tomorrow, I will have stock that I can use for another meal or to put away and use another time. When I make stock, I make a fairly robust stock. I don't worry about the clarified, really pretty, clean-looking stock. I'm more concerned with the tasty juices with good stuff floating around in it. So I'm going to be adding vegetables and things too. Alright, so that is a good volume of liquids out of my pan, and the bones. And these vegetables we roasted off, and I'm going to put a portion of them with this. I could also put raw veggies, so here's some onions and potatoes. Onions and carrots are the primary, and again I could go with fresh ones, but these will work. I really like carrot. Still a little crunchy. I haven't roasted them very well for carrots. Everything else is good. I do like carrots though. Alright. I'm picking out some of the onions to go in here. Now there's juices, butter, thyme. What else? Anything not in there? That should be most of the things that are in there. So that should make a good stock. I'm going to cover this with this lid. I'm going to leave this on low all night, probably till almost noon tomorrow. And I will have a lovely stock. I'm going to box this up in plastic and that up in a container for later use, possibly in a soup. And that is quick, down and dirty, how to make a good usable stock from a chicken carcass and have lots of stuff left over after you make your chicken. Alrighty kids, talk to you later. Bye.